Well, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the one the other day when I came in Lake Street. I'm going to go back that way. This is the first video I'm going to do. This is the, the Sarasota Tim, they have that bend over park. I'm going to call this New York, the Minneapolis, Nokomis, this is Lake Nokomis, New York Dam bend over park, Lake Nokomis. This is his bend over park, because he's, he said, I listened to his, he's more entertaining to listen to on occasion. He said today when he got back that he's a dignified individual. He doesn't want to fly because you're too poor to fly, that's why. And he got off his cruise. You let them take your bags down there, and they put them by what level you're on, and they're not too bad to have your bags identified, and then you give $20 to a porter that will help you get through customs. So you pay them $20. That's what we do all the time. Put them by the door, they take them down. So we just crossed over the bridge into Bendover Park here, Lake Nokomis. We're on Cedar Avenue. Out of the three lakes, Lake Harriet and I call Calhoun still, this is probably the best because it's really cool. So we'll do a full circle. It's a little loud here by the airport, but this is the New York Dan, Lake Nokomis Bend Over Park. I love that phrase that they use that with Sarasota. Tim, it's hilarious. My favorite. It's a nice park. It's New York Dan, dignified individual. That'd be so. You get a picture of New York Dan, and caption it dignified individual. Be an epic pic. If I could get a picture of him, I would put it on a shirt. Dignified individual. Write the movie on New York Dan. It'd be hilarious as hell. New York Dan, the dignified individual. Oh my God, he's just too fun to troll. He did make a comment on the car. It's a mechanic owns that thing. Trust me, that thing is epic as hell. That's a great little car. Little, but a car. So we're going through here, Bendover Park, Lake Nokomis here. The hack of New York Dan, right? New York Dan. He doesn't like to fly because you don't have any money, that's why. One of his poor man cruise. I like the one I put out today. I got like quickly 100. Somebody goes, I turned off the volume. Hey, I don't blame you. It's these videos are fun to watch and listen to it. Everything changes. So, like I said, all three, this is a great, we used to come here all the time when I was younger. When I was in my 20s, we'd come down here and drink some beer and have the time of our lives. It's right next to the airport. And Harriet, maybe I'll do a Harriet bike around for you guys talking. And Lake Calhoun are really, really nice. It's just a really nice place to come down. We walked around a park in Bloomington yesterday with the dogs. I was going to do a video. I tried, but I just walked the dogs. So I might do a fear-mongering radio tonight. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is kind of a fun time, you know? Go ahead. You're good, man. I got to stop anyways. He's got a helmet on, but she doesn't. That's a poor choice. That's protect yourself. It's just kind of like, I worked with a lady one time. The hubby had a 4-wheel drive, and the two children here had a really piece of crap car. I'm like, really? You must really care about your children when you don't even have a 4-wheel drive with I mean, the day I met her, first thing I bought was a 4-wheel drive. It's all she's ever drove is all-wheel 4-wheel drive. Those cute little cars look so nice until the first snowfall. So it's a nice circle. Kind of go to your left. That goes up the hill to the lake. There's a really nice, I went through it, Lakewood, what do you want to call it, cemetery is up there. It's a really nice cemetery. It's all the people that from around here are buried there. It's right next to Lake Calhoun. So you see a lot of families riding their bikes around here. They got the beach. Some ladies out there laying out there. People grilling to your left there. Great Bendover Park. It's just a nice place to come down, park your car, free. Just walk around with your dog. Got a bunch of birds to your left there. To my right there. It's a nice walk around, nice bike around. So we'll cruise up here. We'll come back around. We'll go back over Bendover Park. Alan Jackson came here on a tour many years ago, and he was overwhelmed with this and Harriet and Lake Calhoun. Anytime he came to town, he made sure an extra day to enjoy the lakes. He said that one time in an interview. They asked him his favorite city to go to an extra day was Minneapolis because of the lakes like this. Lake Nokomis, Bendover Park, you know. New York Dan. Got your Bendover Park here for you, young man. The dignified individual. Yeah, that'd be a great t-shirt. You know, it'd be a great commercial. And now, that's a word for it. Dignified individual. New York Dan. I love the one he's in the bus and it's silence, kind of like Daily Woo. He thinks he knows what he's looking at. You know, it's like, you should know. You're from New York Dan. You know, it's like, oh my God. It was epic. But that's just the hater. Yeah, right over me, the plane. New York Dan. Bendover Park. Gotta like that. This thing is just pushing 81,000 miles here. 5 more miles will be at 81,000. It's my 3rd summer with this pig. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. You gonna go or not? Go ahead. All right. Hey, no, okay. And she waves me up, then she goes. Don't want to run you over. Don't want to run over the beach whale. I just blame it on New York Dan. So we did the full circle here. So now we'll get back on Cedar Avenue. We'll head toward Lake Street. So now we'll go over the bridge. So I guess Sarasota Tim goes over a bridge to get to Bendover Park. I'm surprised here someone doesn't have like a hot dog thing, like for my airport guy who follows me. There's a platform there off of Sun Country. You can watch planes. It's kind of cool. Surprised someone doesn't have like an ice cream thing up here somewhere. Probably have to get a license, but that wouldn't be a big deal. Or a hot dog stand. Like in Central Park, they got a few of those. You'd sell a lot of ice cream on this day, a lot of hot dogs. There was a guy in St. Paul, he passed away like 10 years ago. He used to have a hot dog stand. When John Candy was in town, he would always go there. I love to have my own hot dog stand. I'd be selling the Costco hot dogs. Can you believe it? September, Christmas, and Halloween is 2 months away. Christmas season starts November 1st. You can start openly begging for money. Feel sorry for me, you know. So now we're coming up Cedar. This is a nicer part of Minneapolis. A lot of ball fields there over there in Bendover Park. This is the slow walk when I gotta go into Minneapolis. Take my time in the morning. Cruise your way up. We have the time of our lives. A dignified individual at 150 grand. Who would pay you 150 grand a year, New York Dan? Who would pay you that? I'm crossing Minneaha. which starts at Lake Minnetonka and goes to a really nice part of Minnehaha Creek, and then goes over into the mighty Mo. So Bendiver Park, Lacoma ends here, and you've got Minnehaha Avenue. As you can see that family over there. I think we saw them biking when I went around. They follow that. One thing about Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen, here in Minneapolis, we have a ton of things that you can ride your bike on. So, ton of things. There was a George Thurgood, the Delta Destroyers, his guitar tech, was in town for 2 days years ago, and he was doing a blog, and he mentioned that he really liked it. He got fired by George because he shared too much information on his blog about the band, so they fired his ass, which is too bad. I followed it. He did a really good job. He had his own online blog about being a guitar tech for George. Struggling, wants money. But pretty crowded. This is like people take this way instead of 35W and 55. Carboni's Pizza to your right. Love that place. Good pizza. Because up here is Hiawatha Golf Course. It was known for people of color and African American people golf there. And I think they're going to make the 9 holes. It creates so much water problems. I don't know. That's what I heard. So it's a well-known golf course. People of color were members there. So New York Dan. That's funny. Up the hill and down the hill. I think they're going to be doing road work here. That's why you can't park in the street. No. Yeah, that's your Bendiver Park for New York Dan. He did put his name in the notes. He's probably missing out on all the Sarasota Timmy stuff. I still feel sorry for Leslie. Like someone said in that one I did, he claimed I was jealous of his girlfriend. Yeah, okay. I pray for her being used as a prop. Like I said, we're going to work on that cruise. We're going to go on a New York Dan cruise. The individual that he is. Mm-hmm. Call it the dignified Dan, New York Dan cruise. The Dimwit of the Year. Had the Dimwit Award. We're all give out awards on the least favorite YouTuber on the cruise, you know. But I think it'd be epic as hell. Go on a cruise because he was bitching he couldn't do things because he's a loner, so he was mad that he couldn't do certain things because he had to be nice to his girlfriend. So he was mad as hell. So he's gonna go on another one by himself. Be a loner. Go hang out. At least bring your landlord with you, your grandma, your mom. At least thank them for putting up with your young ass. You know. Could you see him on a deck? He'd fall if he was on a deck. He'd fall off into the ocean, be man overboard. He'd be out there drinking some beer. I guess he was all mad disembarked because they cut off your drink pass. Well, yeah, because it's over. That's why. It's over. Everything. If you're going to buy anything on the way off a cruise, everything is cash. So it's just too cheap to buy anything. So he was all mad. Yeah, and they cut off your internet. That's what happens. It's just, again, it's never enough for the guy. He's just too dumb not to put his luggage out in front, have them hump it down for you, and then get a porter to help you get through customs. But he's not smart enough. He would never, ever pay a porter $20 to help him and Leslie get through there and everything else. So they're humping the luggage down, which is what a poor man does, you know, on the poor man cruise. So I thought it was hilarious. Whining and pissing and moaning. New York Dan. That was funny. Oh my God. It was. And I listened to part of Tater's, well, almost all of it, the question and answers with his Me Only fan. What's her name? And people were asking him questions, were trolling him. And a few questions he had were from Blind Views White Hats. So he didn't pre-read them, he just read them. Did you hear that? And he was going to say, someone probably said something about Blind Views. So it was pretty hilarious. Why she left YouTube? Well, she got kicked off YouTube because she was pushing the boundaries of nudity. That's why. And people don't cross platforms over. I mean, I put videos up on mine. Not a big deal, but I don't really listen to a lot of stuff on Rumble. I mainly put stuff up there from here over to there. It is what it is. So. All right. Well, guys, New York Dane, hope you enjoyed your bend over park. We're going to get on Lake Street. I'll talk to you guys all later.